Hey guys, it's Katy at scrappinkaty.ctmh.com, and I am doing the COAPA Cutfiles 20 Days of Christmas and Summer Cutfiles. So if you are halfway around the world, we have some summer prompts for you, but I'll be playing along with the Christmas prompts, and today I have day 4.
So for day 4, it is all about baking and food. And I chose the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas cut file. It's got these cute little mice. And then, of course, this. And then I always like to save the insides of the letters. Especially like in a Christmas album. Because I know that I will be doing Christmas more than once. So now I have the letters left over. So there are a couple of things that I want to pull from here to make sure that I can use in these open spaces. And then, of course, some of them I'll actually leave opened. And I won't have to worry about those. So I am going to just pull the B's, the R's, and the A's. And I think I'm going to leave the O open for right now. I mean, we'll see. The good thing about having these off to the side is I can change my mind if I want to. So there's an O just in case. And then where is the A? I'll just use this one from this A. Okay, so we have all of those. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to use the mice yet or not. So let me get my base page ready to go, and then I'll be right back. Okay, this layout is going to come together really quickly. So you remember day 1, I used this side of the paper. So on this one, I'm going to use this one. And this one's going to be weird because, you know, my album is portrait, but I'm going to go ahead and have the title, let me get this little center of this S out. I'm going to have the title like this, or maybe like this. I think like this, since this will be that page. And then I have these cute little cookies and letter to Santa and the milk. Okay, I had to make sure that this layout was on the right hand side, not the left. Okay, so I'm just going to apply some liquid adhesive to the back of this, and then we can get it glued down. Okay, I think I'm actually going to, before I do that, I'm going to add some Distress Oxide under where that's going to be, just to kind of give it a little bit of color. So it looks about to be half of it, which would be there. And for the majority of this, I'm going to apply it direct to paper with a little bit of water spritz. My daughter always borrows my paint pens or my spray pens, so I have to find them. So I kind of like that. And then I know I have some packaging material. And then I like to usually turn it over. Oh, looky there. Look, you can kind of see a pattern. Okay, let's see how that looks. I'm going to go a little bit further in here. Now, Distress Oxide is one of those things. It's creamier. You can do the same thing with regular ink. It's just, I find that Distress Oxides are creamier. and they're buildable. So if I wanted to come in with another color, I definitely could do that, and then it would just build on those colors. And then they're called distress oxides because you can then spritz them with like water or our glitter brushes, and it takes the color away. So I like that. And this will go tucked under there. So just get a little bit of this back on there, and then let that dry a little bit while I clean up my mess. Okay, so I applied a little bit of adhesive. And we're going to put it down. I mainly applied it to the edges and then to the ends where a stapler couldn't go, because I'm thinking that I'm going to use a stapler to staple some of these pieces. Maybe I might not have to. I should have, hindsight, I should have used those adhesive sheets that you can use to adhere them to your paper before you run them through either your die cut machine or your Cricut, and then it just becomes like one big sticker. Okay, so then now we need to decide if I want to put these centers, which I think I do. Yeah, I think so. So the small one, I believe, goes on top. The large one goes on the bottom. So what are some of y'all's baking that you do at Christmas? Do you bake to give presents? Or do you bake pies for coworkers? Or do you just bake for yourself? Or are you like, to heck with that, I'm just gonna go buy all the things? I totally did it opposite. I told you guys what went on top and what went on bottom. That's what I get for talking. I think I'm gonna put a heart right there. So I do not bake. I love to cook, but you know, there is a difference. I don't care what anybody tells you. There is a difference between cooking and baking, and I was just not blessed with that skill. So I do not bake. My sister is a wonderful cook and baker. There's not much she can't do. I've asked her to help me. I think she lies about the recipes, so I'll never get them right. She's just, you know, she's always that older sister that just didn't like her younger sister until, you know, we were teenagers. She probably was almost out of the house by the time she liked me. And so I just always give her a hard time about not sharing the correct recipe, because it never turns out. Never, ever, the way she says it should. But anyways, we bake cookies, and that is about the extent. We have a few wonderful cookiers, or whatever you call them, here in my little town, and so they sell cookie kits. So they do the hard part. They bake the cookie for you, and then they give you the icing that is in bags, and then you can decorate the cookie. And so we do that for Santa and the night before Christmas. Okay, so I think for the most part I'm done. I almost feel guilty for being done so soon. But I'm going to add some sequins just here, there, and everywhere. hopefully they'll show up. You know, that paper's kind of bold. But just have to do something to add some bling to this layout. And then I can journal right there. And then I'm just going to find some true green, because these sequins have like iridescent ones. That's that green at the bottom. It was almost like an iridescent color. And I want like real red, if that makes sense. Even that red one right there, it's already on there. It's kind of iridescent. So I think we're going to do that, and then I can get my picture glued down and then find something for that O. Okay, so let's see if I can remember where I had this. Got right there. And then do I want a star? Or do I want, I don't know. See, I could have a star. I could have a Christmas tree. I wonder if I have a smaller. Now, wouldn't that be cute with that little Christmas tree in there for that? Or I kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get my bigger glue dots for that one. Just put it on there. Center it as best I can. Okay, so I think that that is it. And like I said, really simple. You guys saw how fast that came together. And so that is day 4 of the COAPA 20 Days of Christmas. Now remember, I'll leave links down below to any of the products that I used, as well as all the links to the girls who are playing along, the girls and guys who are playing along with day 4. And then don't forget to go check out Virginia's YouTube channel, and I'm sure she'll have some goodies for you, as well as a link to that Facebook group that you can join, where you can see all of this artwork in one place. So if you haven't already subscribed, and you liked what you saw, I would love for you to hit the subscription button and then go ahead and sign up for notifications so you won't miss another crafty video from me. And then so you'll definitely not miss the rest of the 20 days of cut files. And then I'm also going to be joining some other girls later on this month for just 20 days of Christmas. And so we'll be making some more Christmas layouts. Those will probably be 12 by 12 and maybe even some double page layouts. So you don't want to miss that. You definitely want to check back with me. And I think that's it. Again, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I'll see you tomorrow.